I guarantee you've never heard a story quite like this one before. Imagine this. It's July 1518 in Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire. The sun has barely risen, casting warm rays over the cobbled streets, when a woman named Frau Trophea unexpectedly begins to dance. But this isn't your ordinary dance. She looks possessed, almost defying the basic human need for rest and sustenance, as she dances relentlessly for nearly a week. As onlookers gather, curiosity turns to fear, and soon the bizarre event spirals into a full-blown epidemic. Fast forward a few days, and the streets are filled with some 30 to 40 stricken dancers, each moving frantically, many collapsing from sheer exhaustion, some even dying from strokes or heart attacks. What, you might wonder, could have driven these people to such an extreme? What unfathomable force compelled them to dance to their demise? To unravel this enigma, we must explore the depths of human history, psychology, and culture. Let's delve into a series of potential explanations, each more intriguing and perplexing than the last. The first theory suggests mass hysteria, a psychological phenomenon where irrational behavior spreads through a collective group, often fueled by stress and emotional upheaval. In 1518, the people of Strasbourg were grappling with severe hardships, including rampant famine, disease, and widespread poverty, all prime catalysts for psychological distress. In a way, the dancing could have been a subconscious psychological release of pent-up tension and anguish, running wild through the community like a destructive cosmic dance. But is mass hysteria enough to fuel a weeks-long, lethal dance-a-thon? Another hypothesis dips into the realm of ergot, a rye-based fungus known to produce hallucinogenic effects when consumed. What if the dancers had unwittingly consumed ergot-contaminated bread, sending them into a trance-like state, their frantic movements a tragic consequence of chemically altered minds? Historically, ergot has been implicated in other strange occurrences, most notably the Salem witch trials, where similar convulsions and outlandish behaviors were reported. Yet, ergotism alone cannot account for the precise coordination and continuity of motion the dancers maintained. Intriguingly, many contemporary scholars point to a spiritual or ritualistic element behind the ordeal. Some see it as a choreomaniac response to divine intervention, that possibly it was God or a saint who cursed or blessed the dancers, commanding them into a sacred frenzy to purify their souls or to convey an otherworldly message. During that time, religious fervor intertwined deeply with daily existence, and the superstitions surrounding divine punishments or blessings were deeply influential. But for those suffocating beneath socioeconomic burdens, might this have instead been a desperate form of protest? Could the dance have been their last resort to express discontent or to invoke charitable mercies from the authorities? Perhaps dancing inexplicably represented liberation from corporeal misery and a sacred dance towards a different realm of being. As days turned into weeks, authorities attempted to curb the epidemic. At first, they allowed the dance to continue, hoping the fervor would naturally extinguish itself. When this failed, musicians were summoned to play alongside the dancers in hopes of exhausting the energy. Eventually, makeshift stages were constructed, and the afflicted were herded into guild halls, even to holy shrines, where they could dance away their affliction in devoted penance. Interestingly, this didn't staunch the crisis, but seemingly fueled it, hinting at a cultural entanglement beyond logic. As sudden as it appeared, the plague dissipated, leaving no simple explanation in its wake. Historical records remain hazy, sparking fervent debates among historians, psychologists, and anthropologists. Some believe it to be a cautionary relic of history, proffering insight into human resilience and frailties. Others see it as a manifestation of mysterious countenance, dancing unknown to the tunes we can never truly understand. Regardless, the dancing plague of 1518 remains suspended in the chronicles of the inexplicable, challenging our assumptions and inviting us to ponder profound questions about human nature and the peculiar ways societies respond to communal stress and hardship. After all, who among us, having not endured the dance of life's uncertainties, can claim full understanding of the mysterious complexity beneath these unusual historical narratives? The enigma of the dancing plague persists, undulating time's curiosity and leaving us wondering, will we ever truly decipher the silent tune to which they danced?